Hey everybody, it's Brandon here from i3D Themes, again with another Facebook Live webcast. And this week we're going to talk about the Content Wizard website plugin. So what is that all about? Well, think of it like this. If you want to have a control over your website with a website template, but you need some ability to delegate some of the management of the content, you need to have some sort of plugin that allows for that. Whereas if you went with a WordPress solution where the entire website system is CMS, you don't have as much control over the fine tuning of the CSS or the structure of the page. Whereas with a website template, which is what these website plugins are geared for, the Content Wizard is really the plugin that you're going to need. So what does it do? Well, we've seen these situations where maybe you had Bob who was to have access to the different regions for the home page. So Bob had access to region the content part of the home page, maybe a what's new section and a recent events section, and maybe he had access to 5 regions on the home page. And then when he logged into his account, he could edit each one of those regions. Well, how does that happen? Well, as an administrator, you would go and create a region, and you copy that little snippet of code, just as I've said before, in a little text snippet, and paste that into your page where you want that region to be. And then when Bob logs in the next time to his account, he will see that he can access different regions that he can edit. And so he just clicks on it and edits. And how does he edit? It uses what's called the Tiny MCE editor. It's the same thing that platforms such as WordPress and a couple others use. It's really a great little rich text editor. It allows you to upload images if you want, stylize your text, and just basically edit your content. I've even seen websites where the webmaster has pretty much put every bit of text that you could possibly edit into one of the different regions, and you can set it. You can have as many different editable regions as you want, and assign to a number of different people. So you could say have parts of the home page, and assign it to Bob and Mary, and then maybe Mary had access to a couple other regions, say something for the About page or some upcoming events on an events page or something like that. So it's really quite easy for them. So they just log into their account and then select the region they want to edit and click edit, and just type away or make the changes that they want and hit save, and it's updated right away. And this is what's really great about this, is that if there are any well, see, it used to be that if you had a website and you wanted to relinquish control back to the client, they would have to have some sort of website editor such as Dreamweaver or Expression Web. And we all know if you don't have any skills in working with websites, it's very easy to knock things off the rails, and before you know it, you've got a big project to try to fix things. Well, what this does is it limits the scope of what they can work on, and also possibly mess up. Although it doesn't really happen very much when it comes to the rich text editor, because it keeps things in line, which is really quite nice. So you can grant access to, as I said, as many users as you like, or just one user if that's what you want to do. But if the client has a number of different people in the organization that needs to be able to have access to update different bits of content, then you can do that, and this plugin is perfect for that. It's not designed for, we will say, maybe complex components like a slider or that sort of thing, because from template to template, the code is really quite complex and different. But if you're talking about the content regions, the page body, or side boxes where there's maybe some updates or recent news, or even in the footer where there's maybe some links, it's perfect for that. And if you don't want to be micromanaging the website, whenever a client says, "Yeah, I just need this really small fix," this is probably the solution for you then, to be able to grant them access to make these changes whenever they want. So anyways, that's the Content Wizard in a nutshell. And we really appreciate you joining us and taking part in these. And of course, course, we also appreciate any likes or shares that you also may do. And if you have any ideas or feature suggestions, like we've said before, that's how we make our website plugins better, just by ideas from you. And so we think about how we can implement that for the plugin, and we try to take every suggestion into consideration. So anyways, we'll see you again next week. Same time, Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Pacific time, and we'll go over another website plugin at that time. Thanks so much. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.